G'day folks, I'm SwiftJar and I hope you're all doing very well.
Hello.
Can you believe that Wave 2 of the DLC is officially out? It felt like yesterday since I was making analysis videos comparing all the tracks. Honestly, I've been having such a blast playing all the new tracks with you all. This video is a sequel to my Wave 1 tier list ranking back in March. As a good sequel does, it takes into consideration what the first episode does and adds to it further. More specifically, we will be adding Wave 2 to the original tier list, and slightly adjusting my Wave 1 tier list to my present feelings. I must stress prior to this video commencing, I honestly love each track from Wave 2. Wave 2 exceeds my expectations and in my opinion has a stronger core selection than Wave 1. This is a great problem to have, as I also really enjoyed Wave 1. If I don't place a particular course in a tier you're fond of, I do apologise, but remember I enjoy every course here. In terms of video structure, we will quickly restate my tier list ranking of Wave 1, and adjust it accordingly to how I feel currently. We will then go through each Wave 2 track in the order they appear in the select screen. After stating my opinion and thoughts on each track, they will be then ranked in 1 of 6 tiers, with S being the best and F being the worst. We will then finish off with an overall tier list recap of the entire DLC so far, and briefly talk about the giveaway that is going on right now that you can be part of. Rightio, as per the previous episode, the Wave 1 tier list currently looks like this. As of right now, my opinion is slightly changed, and I'll be adjusting the courses accordingly with my present feelings. Again, I must stress I really do like each of these tracks. Firstly, I'm going to be moving Toad Circuit from the C tier to the D tier. Secondly, I'm readjusting Tokyo Blur from the B tier to the top of the C tier. And lastly, I'm going to move Paris Promenade from the A tier to the top of the B tier. I also am very happy with the inclusion of the moving cars in Coconut Mall now. It makes me enjoy Coconut Mall a whole lot more, and it keeps it cemented at the top of the A tier. This leaves us with Ninja Hideaway in the S tier, Coconut Mall and Choco Mountain in the A tier, Paris Promenade and Shroom Ridge in the B tier, Tokyo Blur and Sky Garden in the C tier, and Toad Circuit in the D tier. Now this is where the fun begins. Starting off Wave 2's DLC is the Turnip Cup. The first course we are presented with here is New York Minute. As a day 1 Mario Kart Tour player, I was very familiar with New York Minute, and thoroughly enjoyed it. My god though, aesthetically this track looks amazing in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it's made me want Mushroom City even more. The course is set at night, and Light New York has several towering skyscrapers which are illuminated by neon glowing lights. Like all the city tracks so far, the highlight for me is driving through real life locations and seeing landmarks. New York Minute provides this by allowing you to drive through Times Square, Broadway, Central Park, and 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Then, on top of that, we get to see several landmarks, including the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, Madison Square Garden, and St. Patrick's Cathedral. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's version of New York Minute fuses all 4 variants of Mario Kart tours together. This is a major hit for me and is outright fantastic. No lap feels the same, and I'm a huge fan. The music here is also one of my favourites in the entire Mario Kart series. I seriously like the music here a lot, it's even on my running playlist. Overall, New York Minute is another fantastic city course, and as of right now is my favourite city course out of all the DLC. I'm a big fan of New York Minute and its bright and colourful track design. I'm going to be placing New York Minute in the A category, just behind Choco Mountain. Next up is Mario Circuit 3. Mario Circuit 3 is just a straight recreation of the original SNES course, with a few extra background decorations. The extra add-ins are definitely welcomed, and this is now the most polished Mario Circuit 3 in the entire series. It's a fun track, and the retro visuals retain their charm without any extra embellishments. It succeeds in being a faithful recreation, which many players I'm sure would want. I really enjoy Mario Circuit 3, and I can appreciate the simplistic look. However, when I compare it to the other Super Mario Kart track from the original base game being Donut Plane 3, it really doesn't compare well. Donut Plane 3 has underwater sections and moles that pop up from the ground, and if you didn't know, you'd never guess it was based on an old SNES game. I would have loved to have seen some elevated sections to Mario Circuit 3, and some other stuff to make it feel more alive. The competitive atmosphere of Mario Circuit 3 is still fantastic, and I really do enjoy the new course's music. However, due to its simplicity, I'm going to be placing Mario Circuit 3 in the D category, just above Toad Circuit. Alright, let's move on to Kalimari Desert, and holy guacamole am I impressed. I was a big fan of Kalimari Desert 1 on the N64, and an even bigger fan of Kalimari Desert 2 in Mario Kart Tour. Kalimari Desert in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is something different. It completely blew my expectations out of the water. I don't even know where to start with this one, so you know what, let's go ahead and start with the music. The updated music here is seriously fantastic. As of right now, it is my favourite soundtrack in the entire Mario Kart series. The original Kalimari Desert was relatively simple. However, I do believe it had one of the best gimmicks at the time, and that was making you wait for the train to pass to safely cross the track. This version now takes that simplistic course and its unique feature and expands upon it. Lap 1 has you racing Kalimari Desert like normal, and the second and third laps switch up the course where you are now driving straight onto the tracks, and of course into the tunnel. This is all whilst trying to avoid getting hit by the train. I seriously love how we can now go in the tunnel. 4-year-old SwiftJar used to do that for fun, and I bet many of you did as well. Aesthetically, this course looks so beautiful. The course as a whole is so much more alive with birds flying around, the red desert sky in the background, warp pipes placed in the distance, ramps, gliding sections, dirt on your tyres, and so much more. I genuinely love this version of Kalimari Desert. I'm going to be placing Kalimari Desert in the S tier, and just above Ninja Hideaway. The final track in the Turnip Cup is the fan favourite Waluigi Pinball. Unlike Kalimari Desert, Waluigi Pinball has barely changed at all from the original DS version. It's more of a traditional remaster, but that's fine as it's one of the great unsung heroes from the series. I mean, what isn't there to love about racing on a giant pinball table, avoiding bowls and moving bumpers? Not only is Waluigi Pinball back, it's better than ever, and for the first time it's playable on a TV. The visuals here are absolutely gorgeous too. The bright LED lights around the track are especially beautiful. In particular, it really helps with the pinball slide, which was honestly really bland in the DS version. The music is fantastic as always, and I'm so happy they kept all the exclusive sounds to this track alive and well. If I have one minor gripe with this track, it's the fact they didn't include any anti-gravity sections here. But heck, it's Waluigi Pinball. It's going straight into the S tier for me, right behind Ninja Hideaway. This brings us to the Propeller Mushroom Cup. The first course we are presented with here is another city track from Mario Kart Tour, being Sydney Sprint. As an Australian, I was extremely happy to see an Australian city being represented in Mario Kart. Sydney Sprint has you driving through the Aussie cityscape, speeding you through the Opera House, over the harbour, past Luna Park, across the Cahill Expressway, and onto Port Jackson. They even went to the extent of adding a Tangara on the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I really like how in Sydney Sprint all 3 laps feel very different. It executes the lap changes brilliantly. There's many things to like about this track. There's a healthy mix of straightaways and curves, 3 unique laps, and the music is such a bop. Overall, Sydney Sprint is a well-balanced, lengthy, and enjoyable race through the landmarks of one of Australia's largest cities. For me, I'm placing Sydney Sprint at the bottom of the A tier. Moving on to my most anticipated course from all the Wave 2 tracks, and that was Snowland. Despite my expectations being super high based off the trailer, this course did not disappoint me. This course genuinely just makes me smile. It took a simplistic GBA course and upgraded it into a charming winter wonderland. Genuinely, the glop this race got is second to none. Not only does Snowland scream cute all over it with the penguins waddling around, but the little details in this course are super charming. This feels like a base game Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track. Despite how cute the snowman and penguin are, the real joy of this race for me comes from driving through the winter wonderland. The music is super charming and upbeat, the icy pond is gorgeous, the bridge at the start fits perfectly, and it's just a simple and satisfying course layout to race through. I specifically love how they kept the purple tinged sky and the GBA blocks in the background from the original. Not only that, unlike Sky Garden, they kept the course layout the exact same. They even went to the extent of adding a ramp and extra layer to the course. I seriously love this course. They took an undervalued GBA track and turned it into a masterpiece. For me, Snowland is going straight into the A tier, just above Sydney Sprint. Next up is Mushroom Gorge, and boy was I glad to see this track come back. Not only has Mushroom Gorge come back, but the track is as kinetic and chaotic as ever. It has multiple branching paths and lots of opportunities for disaster. Not only that, the early shortcut from the Wii version has returned, along with its bopping music. For me, Mushroom Gorge nailed the gameplay back on the Wii, and all it really had to do in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was update its graphics. Not only did it get a graphical update, but the gameplay to me feels most similar to the Wii, which for me is absolutely fantastic. I also love how they brought in Mario Kart 7's glider mushroom to the cave. This is a very nice add-in. I really enjoy Mushroom Gorge in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It just simply does everything well. I do admittedly prefer other tracks over it though. For me, I'm going to be placing Mushroom Gorge at the very top of the B tier. This takes us to the final track in the Propeller Mushroom Cup, and that's the brand new track Sky High Sundae. Sky High Sundae for me falls right in the middle of the curve. There are some things that are great about it, including its bright colors, food-based art direction, verticality, sense of speed, anti-gravity, and height. Sky High Sundae is definitely one of the most thrilling courses and feels like a roller coaster. All the signs are on waffle cones, and there's even an ice cream cone helicopter flying around. It's impossible to race this course without having a smile on your face. To put it plainly, this track is pretty sweet. No pun intended. All the great things about this course aside, what holds it back for me personally is the oval-shaped design, and there's a few too many jumps and tricks. Yet, despite some mechanical shortcomings, it's definitely one of the most thrilling courses with many small amazing details. For me, I'm going to be placing Sky High Sundae in the B tier, right behind Paris Promenade. And that is my overall thoughts on all of Wave 2's DLC courses with a tier list ranking. To recap, from the bottom to the top, we have Toad Circuit and Mario Circuit in the D tier, Sky Garden and Tokyo Blur in the C tier, Shroom Ridge, Sky High Sundae, Paris Promenade, and Mushroom Gorge in the B tier, Sydney Sprint, Snowland, New York Minute, Choco Mountain, and Coconut Mall in the A tier, Waluigi Pinball, Ninja Hideaway, and Kalimari Desert in the S tier. Again, I must stress that I really enjoy every course and all the DLC so far. I have Toad Circuit and Mario Circuit both in the D tier, yet I still really enjoy playing on both of them. Let me know down in the comments if your tier list would be any different to mine, and what are your overall thoughts on Wave 2's courses? I'd love to hear about them all. If you enjoyed the video, it would be much appreciated if you could leave a like and subscribe.
Thank you!
It really helps out the channel a lot. I'll also be streaming Wave 2 of the Booster Course Pass for you all here on YouTube again very soon, in a new series called Live and Playing. So it would be awesome if you were here to jump in on the fun. I'm also going to be giving away another 2 $25 eShop vouchers when this channel hits 5,000 subscribers. To be part of the giveaways, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel. You also get a bonus entry as well if you're following on Twitter and are in the Discord. This is my way of saying thank you for all the support. All the links can be found in the description below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care and goodbye.